Hello everybody, I hope I'm audible right now and welcome back. Good morning to all of you, and today we'll be getting started again with the project Excalidraw. The goal is to code for 3 hours continuously on this particular project, and let's see what all we can just make better. Chats are gonna be on. Let me just change the thumbnail. This is day 41. Let's change it with the new one. And this is day 41 of our 365 days challenge, and ultimately in this 365 days I'm gonna be covering one may think of learning in order to be able to do any job, especially in the any job in the sense related to dev job, and that to ultimately being capable of adding integration, like adding AI and all, something like that. So I hope that's clear. It's time to simply hit the road. Let's continue from here on, and let's see how much we can learn today. It's gonna be pretty simple. This is day 41, and of course this is this 365 day challenge. We are gonna really learn many things in the further coming days. But for now, let's continue from here on, and what? Let's open that Excalidraw project. No. Okay, over here I need to go to this one. And one more thing, I will be setting a timer for 1 hour, because after that I need to take a break, just for 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, because my eyes hurt. So I need to make sure that I don't do something continuously. Even I can turn this bulb off, then I'm gonna be looking crazy because the bulb is off right now. That means I need to turn the bulb off for sure. Never mind, let's continue from here on. Yesterday we were learning about Python and all, so this is the stuff of that. Okay, let's yeah, this looks great now. Let's open that draw app that we were working on, and that draw app is here. This path does not exist, not a problem. Let's open it manually, and for opening it manually, you gotta just check that thing out. Projects, HS, HK. Okay, day 28. Just not even that. Where was the project? Maybe 22 or something. Yeah, draw app. Let's open it. And let me check. I hope I'm audible right now. Let's open that. Okay, I'm audible, and let's continue from here on. So the first thing is that first of all we'll be giving only 3 hours, and then we'll be switching to something else. So this is how it's gonna be going on. I need versatile projects, different types of projects. So that is why I'll be doing it, so that I'm learning more and more things. And of course this thing is gonna be done. So I hope right now that the container is running, that is running for sure. So let's run npm dev and see whether we are able to do the stuff or not. Well, I'm getting the error. And what is the error? Can't find the module, this intro turbo. That simply means that I will have to build it. So npm build it, npm build it. Come on here. Okay, again it can't find. That is crazy. So that means turbo.json. There should be the file path, if I'm not wrong. This turbo. Let's remove this cached version, and once this cached version is removed, I will be building it again. Okay, I can't build it, so in that case let me keep the file name same, and that was HK. Okay, initially it was, I just changed it yesterday, never mind. Let me change the file path. This should have been HK is going to be like this. Let's open VS Code again. Not really getting that. Code 22, draw app, open it. Now I have to run pnpm build. Okay, it's getting built. I think I accidentally opened another file if I'm not wrong. Not sure about this particular thing. But never mind, we are building it again, so that's a good thing. And that's another thing that I need to keep in mind, that I need to set an alarm so that I code for 1 hour and after that I take break. I just forget to take breaks, and then that's really harmful for my eyes. One hour. So this is how it's gonna be going on. As soon as it gets 1 hour, I will be just taking a break, and then this is how it's gonna be going on. What is the problem? I'm trying to build it actually, but it's just not being built. Okay, it's being built. So everybody, I hope you guys are doing great, and we will be learning many things. There's only one problem, and the problem is that my eyes condition is not good. So I have to make sure that I take care of them really well. And I got an error over here. That's all right. Let's fix this. What is the error? Okay, over here. Ellipse, shape, selected tool, start X, start Y, width and height. Next, just build worker exited code with one single null. What is the problem? X is the problem. I'm giving it the start X. Where is this happening? Actually happening draw index.ts. Draw index.ts. Actually index.ts file I'm not using it. I'm not using this file, so I'm getting the error. So let's do one thing. Excalidraw, draw index.ts. This file is actually not being used right now, so let's select all and ultimately comment everything, because of course I will have to make changes, and if I'm not using that, so what is the use of even making the changes over there? So it should be fine this time. And the thing is that there are many things to learn right now, actually many things, many projects to make, many things to learn, many things to go through. So we had better be really quick, do the stuff, I mean get the stuff done really quick, and this is how we are gonna be going ahead. By the way, this is gonna be 3-hour challenge here. I will be giving 3 hours to this project, then I will be switching to something else. I have to make some projects on Next.js as well, just using Next.js to just learn the things well. Never mind, let's continue. Finishing writing to cache. Ultimately it's simple. If there is a project, I'm working on that, there is a subject, I'm learning that, I will be giving 3 hours and then I will be switching. So it's just like that, and those 3 hours are gonna be given in a go. pnpm dev, let's run it. आज मेरे यार की शादी मन्ने कोई रोके ना. Alrighty, one more thing, I wanted to check the task manager thing. आज मेरे यार की शादी मन्ने कोई रोके ना. Performance. It's been okay, uptime has been this much. I have to shut it down. I think it's been 5 days and 8 hours 53 minutes. That's really bad. I need to make sure that this does not actually happen, but never mind, this will be done later. Oh, so far it's working well, so I don't need to worry about anything right now. मन्ने कोई रोके ना. 3002. Let's go to the home page. okay, this much is going to be. And let's I'm already logged in, so I wanna log out, and then I wanna see all the things whether they are working well or not. Even I do not have delete button for the users and all. So let's do one thing. Let's go to PG admin and just delete everything. I tried to log out, but it didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. Let's go to Excalidraw and see what happened. It's been compiled. Crazy stuff. I tried to log out. Okay, done. The thing is that when I log out, that thing did not get implemented. So let's check the logout function now. Let's go here. Why am I getting two things? Come on. Let's check out the logout one. So components, I have logout thing over here, and I think I didn't change the things as expected over here. So let's see what I'm doing. Whenever I'm logging out, at that time I'm simply removing the token and pushing it to slash ultimately home page. This should work, by the way. Anyhow, we'll check that out. Let's log into our database, and this is the draw app. First of all, I wanna clear all the shapes, so let's do it. First of all, delete all the shapes. So let's delete all the shapes that we have. Once okay, continue. Once the shapes are deleted, let's delete all the rooms. My eyes. Let's delete all the rooms. Once the rooms are deleted, let's delete all the users. So users are deleted. If I simply go back to my database right now, reload the page, there is nothing. Let's sign up with a new account. Account name is gonna be Vipendra for now. So Vipendra, password is just gonna be password. Sign up. I have been signed up. Let's try to sign in. It's working well. VIPENDRA Vipendra, and this is gonna be password PAWSWORD password. Okay, ultimately I'm here. What is the next thing that I have to do? Can I turn the night mode on right now? My eyes are hurting. Yeah, quite soothing. I'm not worried about the color and all. The thing is that I need to make sure my eyes are okay. That is why I'm turning the night mode on now. Let's go to room, and here I'm inside the room. Either I can join a room or I can create a room. So first of all, let's create a room. So for creating the room, I will have to say my new room. It is created. I can copy the ID. I can click here and I can join like this, or I can directly click on join and join that. Great. By the way, this is where I'm simply drawing the shapes, and I'm able to draw the shapes as well. That is a good thing. I'm able to draw something as well. I'm able to draw the line as well, but not that. I'm able to draw line, and at the end of the day, I'm able to just write something. Okay, this is it. Okay, this was the issue that I was facing earlier. So whenever I write something, this particular thing happens. So if I'm writing something, after that nothing happens, but when I'm writing for the first time, this thing happens. So I need to make sure this doesn't happen. Anyway, I can delete all this stuff from here. So as for deleting everything, let's log out and then see the even for that thing I have to delete everything. The problem is simple, that whenever we write something for the first time, the width of that text is really small. Well, it does not happen this time when we are writing some first text. It's not happening right now. That's great. So if we create a room, when we write something for the first time, this happens at that time. Like this happens when the page is reloaded. Why does it happen? Don't know. Let's check this thing out. So when I start writing and when the page reloads for the first time, what do we do? So over here, there are many things that we have to organize, but before that I wanna make sure that it works well. And whenever the page reloads, I double click, so ultimately input appears. So let's go to the canvas. Let's go to just canvas, and where is canvas? Canvas is here, and over here we have these many things. We have canvas board, we have canvas input. Mainly thing I need to worry about canvas input is going to be here. Then what I'm doing inside it, first of all I'm getting the input. I am getting the input. I'm changing the I'm handling the change, and I think input is being sent here, then input is being sent here as well. On canvas board I will be handling this stuff. On canvas board, position is x0 y0. I think this is something that's causing the problem, but I need to make sure if this is the one. So what is the thing that is even not the problem. The problem is the width. Get dimensions, where I'm calculating the dimensions. So when I'm calculating the dimensions for getting the width, I'm getting the height and I'm getting the maximum line. Even that should not be the problem. Let's make sure what is the thing that's happening. If I leave the room, if I join the room again, if I write something over here, anything, and if I click, okay, this does not happen. It happens only on the first time. That's great. Crazy stuff. Let's join the room again. Okay, and I wrote something over here really big, and then when I clicked, it became like this. That means it is being forced to have less width or something. Let's check the PG admin, and this time I have to check all the shapes, and this time I'm getting this particular shape. What's happening over here? The width is 95, height is this much. If I actually increase the width, let's make it 195. I'm increasing the width, I'm saving it okay over here. Is this okay? Yeah, I have saved it. Let's try to get the same data over here. It's still the same. Okay, what can be the reason? Let's make it 200. Well, I think this is not the problem. 200. Save it. Reload the shape. Yes. Do it. Now, okay, I have 95. Again, can't I change this from this side? If I just write another text over there. I think width is the problem as far I can think of right now. So I need to make sure that I'm saving the right width in the database. But it only happens for the first time. This is the second one. 95 I got here. That's great. And this is the 378 I got here. So ultimately width is something that is causing the problem. The thing is that why am I getting that? So over here I'm calculating the width. Amazing. When I'm calculating the width, I'm getting the maximum line. And one more thing I can check. Let's delete both the things from here. Even this one. They are deleted. Let's go to the room. Let's write some multiple line stuff. Let's click outside. And it's being like this. So width is fixed. The next time if I write something, nothing happens as such. It works well. The next time width is calculated well. The first time it is not calculated well. So I will have to console some of the things right now. First of all, I have to check what are the dimensions when I'm actually writing it for the first time. Let's reload the page, open inspect it, and when I write something, these are the dimensions I got, and this time I got height 65. Well, height is being calculated the wrong way, never mind. And when I wrote the same thing again, this time height is 168. That means the first time height is not being calculated well. Why? I'm getting the font initially. Maybe I do not have the font initially. Maybe I'm not setting the font. So let's check the font for the first time. What font do we get? Let's reload. First of all, I have to delete this stuff. And this is really good functionality I have implemented. Like I can delete this stuff. Okay, let's write something. The font is 40 Arial and width is 42. And this time the font is 40 Arial, but the width is this much. That means font is not the problem. So what is the problem next? Let's go back. Font is not the problem over here. The next thing that 1.2 parts int width, max of this. We have to get the max text dot this. what I'm doing, I'm getting the line, I'm getting the maximum line. If I'm actually saving something that does not have any like backslash in, so let's check the line. What are the lines that we are getting? Then we'll figure it out. Ultimately, we are trying to figure it out. Okay, I wrote something over here. It became like this. The line was this. Okay, once this was the line, width was 40. The width of this line got 40. Why? Something interesting. Why is the width around 40 initially? Later on it gets alright. Like if I delete it, reload the page, doesn't matter how big string I write, it will be back to 189. So ultimately it is around half of the main thing, how it's actually being calculated. Oh, this is the string. The problem is simple. I'm not getting the right width. Why am I not getting the right width? This is just 40. Math.max. I'm getting the lines. Lines map. Get the line. ctx.measure_text. Context.measure_text. This context, where is it coming from? Where is this text dimension? Where am I using this? I'm using it here. I'm providing the context. Let me check all the things first of all. What all I'm providing. Okay, ctx.font. Okay. The thing is that I am getting the fonts. I got the problem. What is the problem? The problem is pretty interesting. The thing is, I am getting the font, but I'm commenting this font over here. Because of this thing, font does not get attached to the context, and once font is not attached to the context for the first time, it will not be able to infer the width properly. So font should, I don't just have to get the font, I have to attach the font to the context so that I can actually measure the text width. The way I was measuring the text width, that was wrong, so that was my bad. If I refresh the page right now and if I just write something over here, that thing will exactly be the same. So we have figured it out. That's amazing. Let's continue from here on, guys, and learn something new. First of all, as I was working on formatting these things, so let's see whether it's been formatted well or not. And I will have components. Inside components I will have something called canvas. Okay, inside that I will have canvas related components and something like this. Then I will have something called auth inside components. I am just trying to format it better. Then I will have something called auth. Inside I would have auth page.tsx. Inside I would have logout .tsx, this thing. And canvas, it should go to the room canvas, so let's keep it inside canvas. And then I have icon button, I have leave room, I have top bar. They are not needed, let them be here, they are the extra ones. But icon button is the button that's being used. The leave room, okay, got that. Top bar, top bar. Let's keep it inside leave room. It should be inside canvas. Okay, what is the next thing? Top bar, it is again the canvas related thing. Icon button, again canvas related thing. So we have two things over here. We have auth related things, we have canvas related things. Then I'm getting lots of errors. I know why. I need to make sure there is a right canvas path. आज मेरे यार की शादी में कोई रोके ना. This thing is done. What is the next step? Let's change the path if I'm getting errors somewhere. It's all about making it better. Making it better in the sense formatting it better so that it's easy to understand what's written. Canvas. What is the problem with this? Icon button. How about this? Okay, great. Now we are not getting any data. And then leave room is here. Room canvas. Let's make double quotes over here, double dots, not quotes. And lastly over here, just double dots or the something, double dot slash canvas is something that I need. Okay, so this thing is done too. If you are wondering what I'm doing, I'm just simply trying to format the project, trying to keep everything in proper directories so that it's easy to just get them. So this thing is done. What is the next step? Let's go to app and let's go to canvas page.tsx. I'll have to change this thing over and over. Having said that, this is going to be component slash canvas slash room canvas. Okay, then pencil. Well, pencil I don't really need it, so I can do one thing. I can select it all and pencil let it be. Doesn't matter, let's have it. Then I have room. Inside this I have some path related issue because I do not sign in. I do not have that issue right now. Should I have? Yeah, I should not have actually. Okay, so this thing is done. So ultimately what we have done, we have actually formatted our front end better, actually really better. In my front end I have simply apps, then I have Excalidraw front end, then I have apps. Inside that I have components, I have draw, I have helpers. When it comes to helpers, I have fetch data helper, I have get position helper, I have hit test helper, I have is logged in helper, I have remove element helper, and I have render element helper. Okay, inside them, okay, their jobs is getting done. And the thing is that we do not have many things except in this one. We actually have many things because in hit test we are hitting the test of many things, like we are checking whether that point is in pencil, point is in line and all. So that is why I'm just checking this thing over and over, but that is okay. And over here I'm just checking if shape.type is equal to this. By the way, yeah, I'm checking for all the shapes, then I'm getting the shape ID, and then I'm checking whether the point is in that particular shape or not. Is logged in. Great job. Remove elements and everything is done. Remove element, render elements. So the good thing is that we haven't written we have written lots of things, but they are formatted really well. And then if I go to draw, then I have these two things. I have canvas painter. Inside draw means whatever is used for drawing. So canvas painter is used for drawing, and here I have these many things. Having said that, again this is actually containing many things. So I'll actually have to make sure that it doesn't contain many things. So what are the things that we can move from here? Let's see this thing. Canvas painter. This is the class that we created. There are many things inside it, so we need to make sure it doesn't have them, like lots of things. As for this particular page, it has handle change, it has handle submit, and then it has the body. So this much is okay. We are okay with this much code. That is all right. Log out, it has only this much. So we are done with this. Canvas. When it comes to canvas, it has been formatted really well. Canvas board, it has many things. Let's see if I can actually keep some things in a separate function or folder. So get text dimensions. This is something I can move from here actually. This is going to be a helper function. Handle right click, handle click, handle double click, they are okay. But for this one I can actually move it from here. So let's go to helper function, and over here I will be writing text dimensions dot tsx or ts, just ts. So text dimensions dot ts, it will actually give me the text dimensions, and I just don't wanna keep the things at the single place. Rather I wanna excuse me, suffering a little bit. Never mind, let's continue. So export, and I'm simply exporting it from here. Text dimensions gets these things, and once it got those things, it's simply returning it. Okay, got this. Over here I will get the error because I do not have text dimension right now. So let's import text dimension. I'm importing it, and this is how I'm getting it here. So now I have these things. I have double click, I have handle click, I have right click. Is there anything else that we can move from here? Let's see. Not really here. In here, position, rendered, sending the JSON data. It's okay, things are fine. At least this much should be here, right? Right click, and this is also okay. So we have formatted our code really good, in a way, really in a good way. Then what is the next thing? Let's check this thing out. Context, canvas context. It has handle shape. Handle shape, it's simply sending the data, it's simply removing that, so it's again easy. I have canvas input box. Input box has text area and it has this handle change method, again great. uh, Hi, what's up? What's going on? Just trying to format the code a little bit, because initially I wrote everything in the single file. It got too big, then it was hard to understand. Then I thought of formatting it, making proper file paths and all. So that's it. Icon button. Okay, this thing is also great. And leave room. How many things I have inside leave room? And even I have to just check this thing, anything out. Like I have to give it a proper type to the error that I haven't given yet. So I need to make sure that happens. I did it earlier. I may have to just go through my previous projects and check how I actually give the type to the any. Never mind, I'll be doing that. I have handle room, leave room, and this is the simple thing. Great. Then leave room canvas. What am I doing over here? Inside room canvas, first of all I'm checking whether the user is logged in or not. Then I'm creating a WebSocket connection, and that is it. Again, this is not a lot of code. And lastly, I have top bar. Inside top bar, I have this, and I have these many. Okay, keep it up. By the way, which technologies you are using? In this one, TypeScript, Node.js, Prisma for Postgres, WebSocket, and HTTP Express. React, yeah, kind of React I can say. Next.js is being used, so that is sort of React. That is using React. React is a UI library. Next.js is a framework built on top of Next.js, React.js. Okay, over here I'm actually repeating many things. This is something bad, I should not repeat. So what is the special thing? Like selected tool is this. So I can create this an object. An object in the sense, it's gonna be fun creating it. What I want that const I wanna have icons. Okay, when I wanna have icons, that's gonna be an array, and that array is going to be of first of all icon button. Array is gonna be, array will have selected tool. I know only React. It's okay, it's easy to learn Next.js as well. It's there, that's built on top of React, so it's gonna be alright. Selected tool. Selected tool is gonna be tools.selected. So let's have a value called selected tool. Is gonna be amazing. Selected tool, that will be what? Tools.select this thing. Then I need to have icon, so let's have icon as well. Icon is going to be mouse dot. I'm actually creating an array of all the buttons, so that I have to just write only once, and then I am setting the tool. That is it. These two things I need inside my object, like this tool select I need, and this mouse pointer I need, and tools.selector will come from okay, activated. This will be done. If it is equal, so it's going to be activated. So ultimately now what I want, I should actually be able to remove it. So let's copy and paste this thing over and over. Let's create another object. This is going to be the same, because most of the things are same, the if, so I should be getting it done like this. So this time I'm creating, how many of them I need? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I need 7 of them, and that is it. So let's do it. So 1 2 3 3 6 and 1 7. What do I need to change? First of all, second one is gonna be type outline. Let's copy this thing, and this one is going to be type out. Let's just copy the text, type outline. This is going to be the type outline thing, and it's gonna be text. So let's keep it text. Keep text over here. This is the first one that got done. This is the second one that got done. Then I have minus. So let's say I'm just trying, it will be great, like I won't have to write this much code. Then I have pencil, then I have pencil. So let's write pencil over here. Then I have rectangle horizontal icon, so let's even do that. And then I must have circle or something, so let's copy circle. And then I will not have to write this much code, I will just map through it and display all of them. Then I have what is this called, I just have this image, so let's copy this whole image. Well, I wanted to copy actually, just copy it. And let's keep the image in the icon section over here. This thing is done, I hope it's not gonna be too much. And the next thing, select is here, text is here, the next thing is gonna be minus, line is going to be here. And then I will have pencil, so let's have pencil over here. I will have select, so let's have a rectangle over here, tools dot rectangle. Then I will have circle, so let's have circle over here. And lastly I will have image with what is this, this is ellipse, so I will have ellipse over here. So this thing is done. Ultimately I have created an icons array. Once I created the icons array, what will I be doing? Pretty simple thing, I will be using just one of them, not all of them. So let's remove the remaining ones from here. Now I don't need this much code, I just need one icon and I will loop through the things. Okay, so for that thing let's cut it even from here. What I'll be doing, icons dot map, and I will be getting icon and what is this, top bar. Okay, that's all right. I will be getting I, and from here I will be mapping the things. Even I can make it like this, and I can keep it like this over here. And I need to provide it the key, so key is going to be the index, so let's get the index as well. And let's provide it key is going to be index itself, index that I'm getting. No problem as such, and it should be fine. Once I'm getting the I, from here I will be using I dot icon, I dot selected tool, something like this. And then I can make it icon, and then I can make it I dot selected tool. Okay, that's great, this is also done. What is the next thing? I think this is it, this mouse thing, icon thing. So I dot icon, any problem? No problem as such. Let's check the result. Whether earlier I had so much code, right now I just created an array and I specified the value inside the array, and then I just have this much code. I think it's equivalent to the code that I had earlier. Let's reload the page. I'm still getting those features, so let's draw them. I'm still able to draw them, that's amazing. Let's draw the circle, rectangle, line, pencil, line, whatever. Let's draw the line, write some text, and ultimately everything is working well. Am I able to move them here and there? The thing is that yes, so nothing really changed. It's just that I formatted it a little better. Now I can delete some of the unnecessary ones. Let's delete this one, or delete this one. I'll delete everything. Yeah, I don't need them. Yeah, so this is how I can actually delete them. And if I refresh the page, there is nothing right now. Okay, so this thing is done really well. We have done it actually over here. And go to auth page. I have handle submit. Okay, can I move anything from here? I don't think so actually, if it is logged in. I have handle change, this should be inside it anyway. I have handle submit, this must be inside it anyway. I have signing and sign up method, helper functions. I can create hooks for it, right? That simply gives me the response. So hooks will replace only this much code everywhere. Even I will have to give extra value to the hooks. No, I will not have to. I will have to just give the payload. Use sign up. Let's create hooks. So this time I'm going to create hooks, and this is how we are gonna be going ahead. So I'm gonna be creating hooks right now, and I will have two types of hooks. First of all is gonna be use sign in dot tsx. This is the first hook. I think it's gonna be just ts. Second is gonna be use dot sign up dot ts. Just let's keep it ts instead of keeping it tsx, because I will just get the calculation stuff done. Okay, this is the hook that I have created. React. How much time it takes to learn this? I know only React. You need just even less than a week for React. Next.js, don't worry. Next.js is just like React.js. So even if you give just 1 week, should be enough. You will be able to build the projects. So now export default use sign in function use sign in. This is the hook that I have. It simply returns the response, but I don't have the response. Great job. It simply returns suppose null right now. Anyway, this is the sign up one. Export default function. By the way, this should be a sync function. Function and use sign up, and it will return something. Anyway, let's continue from here on. And what I want to do, this particular section I want to, this is the sign in section, right? I'm signing in here, right? For signing it, I need the payload. I need to send the payload, by the way, over there. The remaining things are gonna be all right. So let's keep it inside signing over here. Okay, I got it. Then I have to simply return the response, something like this. But few things are here. First of all, I need to make it async. So let's make it async. And after that, I need to import XCS. So let's import XCS. After that, I need payload. This will be getting payload. Payload. What is the type of payload anyway? Payload. What is the type of payload? That is something I need to think of. Payload. It has username and password. Great. So let's go here. The type of payload is going to be username and password, because I need to provide the type. Password is going to be the type of string. Same is going to be with the username. It's going to be the type of string, and it should be fine. Any problem? Yes, I do have. What is the problem over here? Payload does not exist on type username. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's directly provide payload instead of keeping it inside an object. At least in that way, I should not. Come on, yaar. Now, get there. So this thing is done. Ultimately, I'm returning it from here. So I should be able to use this use. So const response is equal to use sign in, and I will just provide the payload that I have, and this should be fine. What is the problem with this? React use sign in is called inside a function called handle submit. That is neither a React function. Use sign in is called in function handle submit. That is neither a React function component nor custom React hook function. React component names must start with uppercase letters. Hook names must start with the word use. What is the problem? I think मैं import ही नहीं कर रहा मैं इसे. Import it. I'm getting it from there. Okay, let's go through it. React hook use sign in is called in a function handle submit. That is right. That is neither a React function component, yeah, nor a custom React hook function. Let's do one thing. Help. This is something I'm doing for fetching for the first time. I'm gonna take the help of AI, guys. Really bad. But yeah, wanna know the reason behind it and then I can solve it. It's like that. Why am I getting the error? Okay, here. Why am I getting this error? Can't I use effects inside the functions that I create? Use state actually, not even use state. Use hooks. Ah, you are getting this there because use sign in is a React hook, and hooks cannot be called inside regular functions or conditions like if, try, catch, block, etc. Hooks must be called unconditionally at the top level of React function component in another custom hooks following the rules. Okay, this is where we have done, and then this is where we are actually calling it sign in, and then we are doing signing in and payload. Amazing thing, let's do it. Instead of calling it over here, I will be calling in here, not in here, or at the top over here. So const use const sign in is equal to, that's going to be use sign in. I'm getting this, then am I not getting that? It needs payload, it needs payload. Yeah, it needs payload. Can I give it the payload directly over here? Okay, const sign up is equal to use state, use sign up. Okay, one thing is done. Then the second thing is that I will be using just sign in over here. So sign in, and the payload I will be providing. What is the problem? The problem is this, that bro, it needs an argument and you are not providing that. Okay, it did not need the argument over here. Const this sign in, use sign in, but it needs proof. Can I create another function inside the function and then return this function? Great way. Now what? Let's I know I will have to provide it the payload. If I provide it, it's going to be happy, but I need a better way. Do I actually need to provide this, or is there any better way that I can actually go with? Otherwise, no doubt it takes the argument parameter. I will have to provide the payload so that it works fine. Let's see, const sign in, use sign expected one argument got 0. You are using is typed to require one argument, this or this. Fix either change the hooks in nature to make the parameter optional or pass the required. Either I can make it optional or I can pass the required one, whatever the hook expects. Response signing that this expression is not callable. Use sign in returns something that is not a function. So yeah, sorry. What I can do here is let's not provide anything over here, and let's provide payload directly over here. In here, payload, any problem? Yeah, sign up is giving me the problem because it's not getting the payload and it's saying it's really bad. Username. One more thing, yeah, just enough of repeating this code. Let's go to types, let's go to auth payload. I already have this payload over here, so why am I doing it? Payload, let's get it here. Happy go lucky. The same here as well. Payload. Why am I writing this much? Even I have to manage the types. Payload, something like this. So ultimately we have managed it better. And then when it comes to sign up, so let me I think, what is the problem now? Username string password is not assignable to parameter type payload. What is the type of payload? Auth payloads. It has email. It should have username. Okay, let's close this. Now am I facing that problem? No. And by the way, I can give it payload that as well over here. So it's gonna be type, it will have payload. Great. Once this thing is done, the same thing I will be signing in is giving me the issue. Why? Yeah, how about like this? So whenever this runs, this function gets called, and when this function gets called, will it even work? Let's check sign in first of all. Log out, try to sign in. Let's write VIPENDRA. Yeah, it will not work. I mean, it will work, but I'm getting issues. What are these issues? Request field with 404. I think previous method was better. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I may find some better ways to just do it. For now, let's go with the previous method, because at least, because if they are on the top level, they will be re-rendered over and over. That is bad, really bad. That will run over and over, and that is why I'm getting errors over there. Would you like to move? No. So this thing is happening over here. I'm signing in, then I'm signing up, and both things are okay for me now. As for these things, I will be deleting them. So this got deleted, this got deleted, this got deleted. Never mind. That was crazy. Let's check the thing out whether it works or not. When I'm just typing something, suppose Vipendra over here, and right now I'm not getting those errors. The thing is that whenever I was typing, that hook was getting, that function was getting called, use, that hook was getting called over and over, so I was fetching the issue. Never mind. Let's go to room. I already have this room, join the room and all. Okay, what is the next thing? How to give type to data. I made a project of what was that, where I actually gave the types properly. That was the project, I don't remember now. Okay, let's take the help of AI. How we can actually give it the best right type, the right way. Then we'll fix it everywhere. Okay, the question is simple. How to give the type to the error over here? How to make sure that I don't have to give it any. And once this thing is done, we will be adding more features here. So unknown. Okay, if instance error response, too much. Okay, first of all I'm setting it as unknown, then type god for API like errors common in our backend setup, error instance of error, then and response in error and error dot response dot data is this and response in error. Okay, and error dot response dot data exists. In that case, API error is going to be error as a response data message string, that is okay. And toast dot error API error response dot data dot message. Okay, got it. Next, toast dot error, if that is the instance of just the error. Okay, and toast dot unknown error during setup. Well, this is really a good way, by the way. If you actually I can do one thing. I can create a function over here now that will be taking this unknown here and getting this thing, or let's write it, type it. Good stuff. And I can one more question. Will I have to write this much for the error section everywhere, or I can create some reusable code. Create some reusable code. Because if I'm writing it everywhere, so that's bad, that's really bad. I can create classes. API response, API error. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's go without the classes right now. It's not like classes are not gonna work, but I don't wanna go into that right now. Let's go with this much only. Ultimately, what I'm gonna do, simple thing. This particular section. First of all, let's write proper errors. Like first of all, I'm gonna be making it a known, like unknown, and then I'll be setting the things over here. And this will I'll do it everywhere. Never mind. Let's check this thing out. So how it's going to be done? It was happening over here. So first of all, what I'm doing is that I'm simply consoling CER. Come on, not CER. And I'm just logging the error. Once the error is logged, after that I'm simply type guarding. Type guard for API like errors common in your backend setup. That's great. If error that I have, that is the instance type of error, in that case what will happen? And if that is yeah, it will have both the things. And there is something called response field. If that is inside error, okay, and error dot response dot data exists, that's going to be of course optional. Data exists, in that case I will do something. Okay, what is the next thing? What is the issue? This data does not exist on type any. ऑप्शनल कर दिया मैंने यार. Else if error is just instance of error, then do this. And in else case I'm just simply rewriting it. Else case I will do something else. First error, data. Okay, data does not exist on type any. First of all, where am I providing type any? I'm just getting error dot response dot data. How about giving it like this? It's not gonna work. I'm saying if a response in error why am I even getting this? Getting it. Then I can do one thing. Let's remove this part. Response. I was sending response earlier. As I'm using a fetch over here. Okay. When we use fetch, there is no data, right? So for this thing, I will have to remove this part. The thing is simple. You get data when you use Axios. Right now, I'm using fish over here, so I will not get that. That's all right. So I'm just simply checking this thing that okay, if this is equals to if there is response, I may have the response. Then what? Too much. I'm checking it for all. That's great. So if that has that is great. If that does not have that also doesn't make any difference. I can make it optional, still that doesn't work. that does not exist, I know, but if it is instant or type of this, if it has a response in error, then it should be okay with that, because normal errors I'm handling over here. Let's get just the response. Well, again I will get it, so let's get it response over here. Gonna fix it, yeah. This needs to be fixed though, anyhow, because the thing is that right now I'm using two things. I'm using Axios for sending the request, I'm using a fetch for sending the request, and because of that thing it is unable to, maybe it is unable to get the right idea. Okay, let's see how I can actually solve it. TypeScript error is because error is typed as error which does not have response or response.data. Why the error appears? TypeScript error has the name managed text, so when you write your data it complains that the response data does not exist. So it happens mainly with Axios error, right? So I can make it like this. That's a good way. First of all, I have to check whether it is an Axios error or not. For checking the Axios error, I will be just doing it like this. So there's gonna be Axios dot is Axios error. I will be giving it the error. If that is the Axios error and error dot response dot data exists, optional dot data exists, then I will be going on like this. Then I should not be getting the error. By the way, this is how it's going to be handled. What is the next thing? I have to just render some of the messages over here. So let's toast some of the messages. So first one is going to be toast.error. How will I get the message? Pretty simple. I will be getting the message inside data. That is right. API error. If data exists, then message would definitely exist. So toast.error, and then error dot response dot data dot message. Any problem? No problem as such. Error as this. Okay, then over here toast dot error, just directly error dot message. Any problem? No problem as such. Or I can say an error occurred if there is nothing happen. I think this will always have something if in case I forgot to send. And error occurred, something like. Lastly, in else case, what is this? Toast toast dot error unknown error during signing. What am I doing over here? Firstly, I am signing up. So during signing up, sign up. Well, this thing I have to do everywhere anyway. Occurred. Okay, interesting thing. Let's get it done everywhere wherever I'm using this. So for getting it, this Control Shift F, I will get this thing, and I wanna write catch. Wherever I'm catching the error, give me that. This. Really? Just this? Okay, these are the places where I'm using this. So let's make sure that we are using the right thing. Excalidraw inside this. What is this now? Catch error. Okay, this is where I'm getting the error, and that is all right. Then this thing, that is also okay. Then this thing. Let's make it unknown and fix it. Unknown. Okay, what is the next thing? Pretty simple. First of all, I have to check whether if the error that I have Axios dot is Axios error, whether the error is Axios error or not. and that error dot response contains data or not. And if that contains the data, then I will be going with this. Else if the error is a type of instance of error class, else something else. In that case, I should not be getting the error. Let's do something first of all. Over here, toast dot error is going to be response. No, error dot response dot data dot message, and then this one toast dot error is going to be error dot message, and this one toast dot error. What am I doing over here? I'm fetching the rooms. Fetching the rooms. Unknown error. Unknown error while fetching the rooms. Well, it's been 1 hour. Let's close this. So this thing is done. We have fixed this. Let's go to another one. Over here we are doing the same thing. So ultimately we will be repeating the same code over and over. I hope so. So let's do one thing. Copy and paste the stuff. We'll change some things, but most of the things are going to be same, right? So let's paste it over here, and let's make it unknown initially. Once this is unknown, then let's check this thing out. What are we doing over here? We are actually we are doing nothing really. First of all, send a request. Interesting. The thing is that I was supposed to put this code inside try catch block, but I never did. So I wasn't doing anything here. Right now at least something is being done. Okay, I'm getting the response and all. I'm setting that. That's okay. Main problem is this. In this data.message error, no error occurred while. What am I doing over here? I'm creating handle room create submit handle while creating the room. This is done. Anything else now? This thing is done. This thing is done. This thing is done. This thing is not done yet. What am I doing here over here? Handle delete room. I'm deleting the room over here. So let's replace it with the this. Oh come on yaar. How could I do it? Copy this. Not even that. Copy the whole thing. And I cut it. Now copy the whole thing. Any. Let's copy it all. Copy it all in the sense. This particular part I have to. How bad am I at this? Okay, this thing is done. And what am I trying to do? I'm trying to delete the room, right? Method is delete, yeah. So unknown error file, deleting the room. Deleting the room. This thing also got done. So let's go to the next one. Over here, what am I doing? I'm handling the copy. While handling the copy, that is okay. It should be fine. What is the next thing that I have to do? Then I have to handle this one. What am I doing over here? Firstly, I'm trying to handle submit. What submit? Signing submit. So let's replace this whole part like this. And unknown error while signing in. Something like this. Well, there is a problem. Signing in. Okay. Then this one. What am I doing over here? Well, I already have a known, so that is okay. Let's go to this one. Where is catch? This is catch. What am I doing? I am handling delete shape. Easy peasy, nothing to do. Let's go to this one. What am I doing? Okay. If I don't give it any error, that's. Why am I using error.response.data.message over here? I'm just simply sending a socket message. Come on, yaar. Error dot message, will it be fine? Error is unknown. Yeah. How can we give type to like how can I check whether there is a socket message or not? Is there any method like that, like if WebSocket dot is the WebSocket? No, there's nothing like that exist. So I'll have to check this particular thing. Use your handle API error utility to define WebSocket type for consistent socket messages. Socket error will have these two things. Socket error will have a message and this. Type can be leave room, type can be message, user joined, left and all. Okay. Let's what is the problem with this? Argument unknown is not assignable to parameter type message. As string, will it be fine? Yeah. Error as string. Is this even a good way to just get it done? Handle leave room. This is something that I'm getting while connecting to that. If I'm getting any error, will I even get the error? I should not keep it inside try catch block. I don't think I should be getting the error. Question is, will I get the error using this? Do we get errors here? Do I need to use try catch block? Yes, socket can throw error in native WebSocket implementation primarily. Okay, it can connection is in the connecting state encounters issues like invalid. Okay, ultimately yes, for business router push slash yeah, it's synchronous. People don't throw, but your handle API error utility WebSocket. Ultimately it can throw error. I will be making it unknown, and then I handle error is something that I will be using over here. And once I'm using handle error, I am going to the handle error. What am I doing inside handle error? Handle leave room, handle error. Where is handle here? Leave room is here. Handle error. Use your handle error utility and define WebSocket message consistent. I do not really have handle error over here. Let's do one thing. Let's convert it in the string. A simple thing. I'm converting it in a string and then sending that. Or yeah, something like that. Not a big problem for now. Let's go here. What am I doing here? Is logged in. What is this? Oh, okay, got that. I'm just simply returning false here if that is not logged in. That's great. Next. Sign up is happening over here. What? Catch error in this. Okay, obvious. Well, I'm not really getting any error over here, so I don't need to worry about that. Wherever I'm getting errors, I need to worry about those parts. Interesting. Over here. Here, not really. And last, no. So ultimately, we have resolved the errors. Good job. Let's go back to this, and right now I should not be getting the errors anywhere. So this much is done. What is the next step? It's already been 1 hour since I started. It's time to add some more features over here. Like we have only these many features. That's great, but they can be better. First of all, I want them to have some let's work on the design thing first of all too. The design is not good, and that can be Excalidraw.com. Okay, I'm going to give it this design. Okay, this should rather be like this. There is a border around that, and that's in the middle. Mine is not in the middle, so it's just like that. So let's set a border around that too. Oh, for getting it done, what do I need to do? I need to go to icons. Yeah, let's go to icons. Even before that, before I get this functionality implemented, I have something called canvas painter class. Inside this, okay, this issue has been resolved. Inside this, I have many methods. I should not have those methods. Constructor is okay here. Set tool, is this really needed here? Yeah. Then get selected shape ID, init it, clear canvas, render shape, get socket messages, init pointer handlers, destroy, point up, point down, so many things, move shape, highlight shape, draw stroke, get position, get size. Well, this get position can be removed from here right now. At least get sizes, I can actually remove it too. First of all, because of this I must be getting error somewhere. Actually not somewhere, I'm actually getting the error everywhere. So let's try to resolve this. Constructor is there, not getting here. Okay, over here no, over here no, over here no, over here no. Render shape, simple easy peasy thing, no. Well, am I getting any error over here? Not really. Okay, I will be getting the error here. Nope, I'm not getting. Then over here, wherever I'm getting the position, well, so far I haven't used the position, so that's why I'm not getting the error at all. Right now, get position. Where will I be getting it from? I will be getting actually position. Get position. Just I created a helper function, didn't I? So okay, I created that, but this should not be this. Then in that case, I will just simply get it like this. Get a position. Okay, what all it needs, by the way, when it comes to this get position, it needs event in which it needs canvas ref. Then yeah, it only needs this much. What is the problem now? Event pointer event is not assignable to mouse event. Okay, so this event can be both mouse event or it can be pointer event, and it will be HTML canvas element. Any problem? Or it will be returning something. It will be returning X, that will be a number. It will be returning Y, that will also be a number. If I remove this much, it's happy. It does not even need to return this. If I actually give it the type, it HTML canvas element. Then I'm getting the editors. Get position. Get position likes return type and annotation. It has any type, return type. Okay. Pointer event is not generic. The pointer event interface represents the state DOM event produced. Pointer event, where am I using it? I'm using it in here. Pointer event. Pointer event is not generic. Okay, here we are. Something like this. That means I should not be getting that error now. Guess what? I'm still getting canvas ref. Okay. HTML canvas element is not assignable to parameter ref object HTML canvas element or null. That value can be null. Yes, that can be null. Canvas HTML canvas element, or it can be null. And let's go to the top. The canvas, where is that? Canvas. Here it is. Canvas ref. Okay, I'm not sending the canvas ref, I'm sending the canvas. Crazy stuff. Why am I just sending the canvas? What about the canvas ref? I need to canvas. So what was I using over there earlier? Just a sec, let's go back few steps back. Just not there, actually here. So even before it, what was I using? Okay, I didn't need that. I was just using the event. And when it comes to position, how was I getting the position? I need the canvas ref to get the canvas. Yes. So instead of sending the canvas ref, you can actually send the canvas over here, because at the end of the day it's going to use the canvas. Yes. Interesting. So that simply means I can send canvas here. Yes. That simply means I can remove these types here. Yes. That simply means the type is going to be HTML canvas element 2D and something, not this. Canvas capture, yeah, canvas capture, not that, this one, capture rendering context 2D. Okay. That simply means I need to remove it. Okay, and I need to write canvas over here. This is even better. Canvas.current, nothing like that exists, and this is gonna be like this. What is the problem? Get a bounding rect does not exist on type this. Oh really? What was the type of canvas that I was using over here? Few steps back, everybody. The position function that I was using over here, I wanna have a look at that. This was the function. This dot canvas get bounding client rect. It was getting the canvas. What is the type of the canvas? The type of the canvas is HTML canvas. And this canvas rendering context 2D. Okay, come on, this is the type of the context of the canvas. I'm sorry, HTML canvas should be canvas element. That was my bad. Let's go back now. Okay, this should be like this. Now I'm not getting over here, but now I must be getting errors in the other places because I'm using this get position function at many places. How can I check it? Simply search it together. Let's search it in one go. I wanna search get position, and wherever I'm using it. Am I using it nowhere? There should be position actually. Okay, here we are. These are the places, and I'm already getting the errors. Import. This thing is great. Next, this over here, canvas ref. Instead of sending the canvas ref, I would be sending canvas ref.current right now, and current HTML canvas or null is not assignable to parameter HTML canvas Okay. Let's go to get position. It can be null as well. If it is actually null, then let's not make it null unnecessary. Let's change this thing over here. I'm gonna make sure that it does exist. Okay. Or even better, I can check first that if not canvas ref, canvas not painter, just canvas ref dot current, if that does not exist, I will be returning from here. Any problem? No problem as such. So this thing is done. Get position over here as well. So the first one is done, second one is done, third one is not done. So let's do it. Done. What am I saying? I can just copy and paste the things. This thing I have to copy paste everywhere. So this is going to be now done. Now next, this is where I'm facing the error. Well, that is not there. Then this is where this dot canvas is already, that no, don't need to worry about this. Then this, not need to worry about it. Then this, okay, this thing is done. Any problem? No problem. And lastly this get position, and I have already set the things the right way. Yes, I have canvas dot current, I'm providing it, and then that. Okay. Hi Akash, how are you? Hope you are doing great. What is the next thing? Canvas painter, why am I getting the error over here? Because I have some of the classes or so. Never mind, I'll resolve those issues. Let's click on this get position. Okay, this time I will be first of all using get position. Second thing is that event as well as the canvas I have to provide. So it's going to be this dot canvas. What is the problem now? It's saying get position does not exist. That is true, because I don't have to use this dot get position. I have to just use get position directly. Okay, let's copy this thing because this will be used many times over here in the class. Okay, in this class, like the class I'm in over here, let's replace this like this. After that is done, then more errors. Oh my god. End x and y, can't find name and x. Okay, why can't you find end x? Because this time this should be end x and end y. Sorry, end x, this should rather be end y. Now okay, continue. Any more errors? Not here, then over here, not even here, then over here. Draw stroke, not even here. Lastly get size. Okay, yeah, over here. Is this okay? I thought only this much existed. So ultimately I'm returning the sizes from here. So this thing is also done. And one more thing, I am done with this position. I want to get rid of this size thing as well. So in my helper function I have a get position. Okay, and let me make it a position proper. Let me give it proper name. Once I give it the proper name, what is the next step? The next step is get sizes. Get sizes. I wanna create a helper function for this one too, and it's gonna be clearing the thing today. Okay, never mind. We are just making it better, more better. This thing. Let's keep the sizes function over here, and yeah, many errors I know. Get sizes. Export default. Why is this function expression function lacks return type annotation? Okay, got it. What can I do? Really? get position, happy-go-lucky person. What is the problem now? Get position which lacks return type annotation. Okay, never mind. Let's remove this particular part from here. This dot canvas is something that I need while getting the position. That's okay. Get sizes. Get sizes. First of all, this thing. Then it needs event. It needs canvas as well. So it needs canvas. The type of canvas is gonna be HTML canvas element happy. Then I'm not gonna use this over here, just canvas. Get position, I will have to import it. So let's import it. And this again, they are not going to be used. Let's remove these two. Control D. Start X. I do not have even start X. How sad. Start X is going to be a number. Start Y is also going to be a number. Okay, done. Exporting from here. Okay, let's import it there. Where was I importing it? In Canvas Painter class, I think. Yes, but where? In here. What was the name of it? The name was pretty simple, forget about that. Let's go to the place where I'm actually getting the error. Not even here, around this place. Okay, get sizes. So first of all, this should be not get size, rather get sizes, width and height. Get sizes. Bad name. Let's make it get size. Okay, get size, got that. And over here, get size, it should be get size. Once this thing is done, let's go to Canvas Painter, and over here I'm getting the error. It's saying that okay, I got the event, you have to send me the canvas. So I'm sending, okay, I'm sending the canvas, this dot canvas. Then I have to send this dot start X. Then I have to send this dot start Y, something like that. Then what will happen? I will actually get what will I get from there? Get sizes. I actually get the height and width. Okay, that's interesting. That means I'm getting the height and width there. The problem is solved. As for no, the problem is not solved yet. Get size does not exist on type Canvas Painter. Yeah. How about this? Happy-go-lucky. What is the next thing? There's one more error that I'm facing right now. Let's click on this particular part, and this is the one. What will I be doing? The same thing. So I should have done it earlier. Yes. Let's go back and format it. Copy this whole thing. Let's go to the error. Select it all and paste that, and done. So this thing is also done. So ultimately we have moved two functions to the helper functions. What else can we move from here? Pointer up, this should not be moved actually. Pointer down, get messages. I have so many. Render shape, clear shape, and then get socket messages, init handlers, destroy handlers, pointer up, pointer down, pointer move, okay, move shape, highlight shape, draw the stroke. I think these should be here. They are really important ones, so I'm not gonna move them anywhere. Actually, they are needed here. So it's not like if I move them something will happen. I can actually move them, but the thing is that if they are inside the class, that is kind of really good to have them. So I have a set tool, get selector tool, initializing it over here, clearing the canvas, rendering the shape, getting the socket messages and all. And this is how I have these many class methods in here. Ultimately, we are done with what? We are done with formatting things. So far, I've been busy just formatting the stuff. Next thing is to simply make the design better at least. Even let's not worry about the design right now. Let's worry about more features. What else can we add? Yeah, that is something a good question. First of all, when I draw the image, I drew it. When I right click on it, I'm getting delete option. I'm able to delete it. Again, I wanna click it. When I drew the image, I clicked right. I'm getting this duplicate option. what I want to do, I want to duplicate the image. Okay, how will it be happening? Duplicating the image, that means same data I have to send, the data that I got. Okay, so let's go there and try to do it. This is one more feature that I'm going to add right now, so gonna be great working on it. So first of all, I need to go to canvas, components, then components, then canvas, then canvas board or canvas. Let's click on canvas. How many things I have? I have canvas board, I have canvas input box, I have canvas text menu or context menu. Let's go to canvas context menu. Okay, I mean, what is the next thing? I have a function, I do not have a function. Okay, I will send a request whenever the, okay, I do have a function. This is the function that I have. This handles the delete stuff. Now I have to handle the duplicate stuff. So over here I have two buttons. First one is button is duplicate, second one button is delete. One is working great, second one I have to make great. Over here let's on click and it will handle duplicate shape. This is the function that I have created. What is the next thing? Just a minute guys, I'll be right back. Take a sigh of relief and let's get started. Sorry for making you wait. Actually, I just got busy. I was called, so I had to leave. Never mind. We can continue from here on. So, let me take a sigh of relief first of all. Let's continue. Handle duplicate shape. We have to handle this. We have to ultimately duplicate the shape. Great job. How can we do that? Interesting stuff. Let's create a function first of all. Const handle duplicate shape. This is the function that I have, and it's going to duplicate the shape. Before that, I need to make sure that I have the shape. I need to get the shape data. I'm getting the context ref. I'm getting the canvas painter. Come on, these many things I'm getting. I'm getting the room ID. I'm getting the socket. I'm getting the canvas painter. I'm getting this. When I'm clicking delete, what is happening? Selected shape ID. Where am I getting this shape ID from? I am getting this shape ID from the class itself, because I have this canvas painter class instance of that. I'm able to get the selected shape ID, and then I'm able to delete that. Amazing. Now I want the shape. I want the selected shape, and once I have the selected shape, I want to duplicate that. Great job. So get selected shape ID. Excuse me. One more method I need to create inside the class over here, not inside the class actually. Canvas painter. That will be a just getter function. I have get selected shape ID. I will have a get selected shape. Once the shape is selected, I want to get this shape, and then it will actually ultimately return it. How will I get the shape? I have existing shapes over here. Yeah, I have. Then I have selected shape ID over here. Yes, so with the help of selected shape ID, selected shape ID means yeah, okay. So I have selected shape ID. So with the help of selected shape ID, I should be able to get that ID, get the shape, and then I have to send that. That means what I need to do, I have to return. What do I have to return? I have to return the existing I have to return existing shapes dot find. I will find that. What do I have to find? First of all, I will get the shape. So if a shape dot ID that I get triple equals to selected this dot selected shape ID, if it's equals to that, then I have to return that. So ultimately this should work fine. And once this I have done this, then I should be getting the selected shape. So const selected shape is equal to canvas painter dot get selected shape, something like this, and let's console log it selected shape. Let's check whether we are actually getting the shape or not. So for this thing, let's go here, reload the page, okay, and F12, and then see. I right clicked and I'm duplicating it, and this is the shape that I got. Let's see if this is exactly the same shape. This is the shape where I'm getting color created by, okay, data, ID, room ID, thickness. Great job. What is the next thing? I'm getting data over here. This is the best thing. I'm already getting the color. I'm getting created by, they are already being set, so I don't need to do anything. Okay, created by, created, I don't know to provide this. Okay, so ultimately I need color, I need data, I need room ID, I need thickness, and I need the type. Okay, from that. So from the selected shape ID, what I need, const payload is equal to, what all I need? First of all, I need the type. Okay, that's insane, sorry. Const selected shape, let's get the type. So I want type. What else? interesting here. What is the type of this selected shape that I actually get? Selected shape, what all can it have, or usually what all it has? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's get the type directly. Once I have the type, I will be getting what? I will be getting what? Let's go to types. Types, shape data, shape.ts over here. If I go to shape.ts, it has type, it has data. So let's get the data over here. So data, then it has color, it has color, it has thickness. Oh, thickness. Anything else? That is it, I think. Let's check this thing out. Duplicate it. Reload the page. Duplicate it. Not logging the value. Sorry. CLG selected shape. And let's see what all we get over there. Reload. Duplicate. I'm getting color, data, room ID. Okay, room ID. Do I need to send room ID? Not really. Thickness, ellipse. Type is ellipse. Thickness is there. So I don't need to send the room ID as such. If I actually wanna add the shape. Whenever I add the shape, let's go to the backend and see this thing. I do get the message. Room ID will be sent directly over here. Shape will be sent like this and this. Okay, got that. Let's continue from here. Rather, I will just copy and paste the things. First of all, this got done. The second thing is that I have to send the data. Let's not copy and paste. It's not a good thing. CLG error while error duplicating the shape, something like this, and I will be just simply sending the error over here, as simple as that. And the next thing is that I have to send the request to the data WS server. So JSON, not like JSON. First of all, I have socket.send JSON.stringify. I have to send an object. It will have type. Okay, and it's going to be shape add, shape duplicate. So it's just adding the shape, right? Even if it's duplicating, it's adding the shape. Yeah, shape add, and then it will have shape, then it will have room ID, and I will have to convert room ID to a number. Any problem as such? The thing is that no shape exists. Shape ID. Okay. There is no shape, that is right. So let's do this thing. Shape. Can I make it as a shape? No. Can I give it the name shape? No. Okay. Shape is going to have type, data, color, thickness. Done. Ultimately, this is where I'm duplicating it. Oh, great job. Let's see. Is this actually getting duplicated? Reload the page. This is the shape. I duplicated it. And then I'm getting another one. There's only one thing, that this is not moved. When I duplicated, it should go away. But that's not going away. I will fix it. But ultimately, I'm getting the shapes. Amazing job. Property does not exist. I get it. Selector shape. Selector shape is going to have a type. Type is going to be string. It will actually have a type. Yeah, type is going to be string, and the data is going to be shape, and color is going to be string, thickness is going to be a number. Okay. What is the problem here? Shape or any kind of shape undefined is not assignable to type shape. If not shape, in that case simply return, and if there is a shape, return the shape. Done. Am I still getting that here? It does exist. It does get value. Okay, so I can check, go on like this. Canvas painter gets it to shape. Okay, this is how I'm going ahead. Pretty much okay. What is the next thing? It should work actually ultimately, and when I'm deleting, when I'm clicking delete, it disappears. What disappears? Remove element. Ultimately I need to call over here whenever that particular thing gets called, something like this. Okay, done. Let's check this thing out now. Reload the page. Let's delete this. Let's duplicate it. Now I have to. Let's duplicate it again. Now I have to. So this is like that. By the way, when we are duplicating it, how will I actually know? Like I have duplicated it, but it doesn't seem like it has been duplicated. So it's been like a little. Okay, let's do one thing. Delete it for now. Let's go to Excalidraw. This is the diagram that I have. If I duplicate it, yeah, there's extra. There's some extra width, and ultimately X and Y changes. Great job. Let's do the same thing over here as well. So when it comes to data, lovely. Okay, I have to just change the X and Y coordinates. Going to be tricky a little, because not all the shapes contain X and Y. When it I'll have to even check this thing properly when I go to shapes, types, shape.ts. Over here, if I actually check the data of all these, so rect xy, circle center x, center y, pencil No. This is going to be too much. The thing is that you have to increase that a little bit. If I am selecting any shape over here, suppose this is the shape that I have drawn. If I select it, okay, I can't select a shape. Huh? Okay, I can select a shape. Now if I say Control D, oh my god, seriously, that means one more thing I have to do. I have to add some extra x pixels and some extra y pixels, so that at least the created one is visible. Got that? What is now? That simply means that I'll have to create another function over here. This data should not be the same, rather something inside the data should change, and not only something, sometimes many things. Okay, so once I have the basic data, okay, got that. Once I have the basic data, I will check the type. On the basis of the type, I will change the data, modify data ultimately. Duplicate data, I can say. So there's gonna be a method. Okay, the method will return me the data, duplicated data, it will return me, and that will actually take that will be a function first of all, and the function is name going to be duplicate data, something like this, or I can say duplicated shape, even not data. That's actually going to be shape, but shape is data. Okay, so the data that I'm getting, that is shape. Yeah, what is the type? Let's have a look at the types. Shape.ts, I have data. This data is what? This data is this. Ultimately I'm not writing shape anywhere, that is fine. That means I can go here and I have to duplicate the data. For duplicating the data, I will have a function called duplicate data. I will give it the data, I will give it the type first of all, and I will give it the data. These two things I will give it. Type is important because on the basis of type only I will be duplicating the data. Okay, this thing got done. Once I have this duplicated data, I will be actually sending here. So data will be duplicated data. But the problem is that, first of all, let's create a duplicate data function, a helper function. So duplicate data dot ts export default duplicate, come on yaar, duplicate data. I have to duplicate the data. What I'm getting the type of the data, I'm getting the data itself, and I have to duplicate that. And what I'm gonna return the data, maybe at the end of the day, duplicated data for sure. Why am I getting this error? This should be a function actually. Okay, so far so good. By the way, this is going to be data for now. I will be returning duplicated data later on. So data done. First of all, let's make sure that I'm importing it there so that I'm not actually getting any error, something like this. So it's done from this side at least. Now I have to get the things done over here. So the type is going to be a string, and as for the data can be data can be any type of data. That's right. So what can I do over here? Shape, type of data can be anything. Export just data. So export type data, and data is going to be either rect data or circle data. Come on, yeah, circle data or pencil data or line data or text data or ellipse data. Lovely. So I need to change the coordinates of all these things based on the type. So first of all, data can be data type. Any problem? No problem. Done. Now let's use a switch statement over here. Switch statement I'm going to use, and key is going to be the type dot shape. Oh, sorry, just type. Type is enough. Type is enough. The value is going to be first of all rectangular. Okay, and let's have more. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. Get on the dance floor. Okay, something like this. First one is gonna be rect. What is the next one? The next one is going to be rect circle data. So this is going to be circle. Then third one is going to be rect circle pencil line. Rect circle pencil line. Rect circle pencil line text ellipse. Text ellipse, something like this. So ultimately default, okay, let's remove it from here. Don't even default is gonna be like that, should be there. I mean, let it be there. Good morning, Nitin. How are you? Good to see you here. Okay, what do we have to do now? We have to duplicate the data. That means we have to just add a little x, a little y, and done. For rectangle, it's easy. I have to return, I have data. So from rectangle, I can say data dot x. What I have here, data dot x1, data dot 1. Okay, data dot x. Do I have x and x, old x? These are the things that I have. If that is equals to rectangle, in that case, if the type is the rectangle, what is the type? When type is a string. Okay, type is a string. The type is not going to be a string. Rather, type is going to be rules. Okay, now type is tools. What is tool? Tool is enough. That is insane. Type is gonna be tool. So let's remove tools from here. Let's check out the tool. Tool can be circle, pencil, rectangle, line, whatever, all these things. So ultimately type can be all these things. That means right now I should be getting it right. So what I want to do, thing is pretty simple. Data dot x. I don't get that, unfortunately, but never mind. Data dot x is going to be plus equals to 5. I will be adding, and data dot y going to plus equals to 5. What is the problem? Rectangle data. Rectangle data. You have x and y. Yeah, you do have. So what is the problem right now? Property x does not exist on type data. Data can be any type. True. Type data, type data, type data. Yeah, this does not make sense. What can I do? Let's simply send the pencil data. How you speak English fluently? When I accept your challenge for learning English, can make me fluent English speaker? The truth is no. You will have to give 200-300% from your side. If I have taught you, doesn't forget about me teaching there. Doesn't matter who is the person teaching you. Even if the best teacher is teaching you, at the end of the day, you will have to sit, you will have to practice for hours and hours, and then slowly, not even in an instant way, in an instant, slowly you will start getting the command over it. So there's no way to learn it just like overnight. But yeah, if you just keep practicing, doesn't matter from whom you learn. Even if you just practice on your own, you don't learn from anywhere, you are practicing on your own, you will keep getting better. Keep that thing in mind. And but there is no guaranteed way, doesn't matter whom you follow. I will get just over here. Let's go here. Duplicate data. I have to duplicate the data. I will be giving the selected shape. So ultimately, right now, I will be giving it the shape itself. And when I have to give it the shape, that means I don't need this right now. Unfortunately, I need to remove it because that way it doesn't work. So I have selected shape. So let's give it the selected shape, and let's go to duplicate shape. And over here, one more thing. Once I am getting the duplicated shape, actually now the shape will contain everything. So oh no, existing shapes, and they have the types and all. That is right. Okay, this is fine. So duplicated shape this time, not data. I'm duplicating the whole shape. So duplicated shape and duplicate data. The name should be duplicate shape. Everything I need to change. Never mind. Duplicate shape, and I'm giving it the selected shape. And once I got the duplicated shape, what will I do? First of all, let me change this thing. I don't have this, so let me change the name. Duplicate shape. And once, let's even change the name over here. Duplicate shape. This is fine. And once this thing is here, what is the next thing that I have to do? First of all, I will be getting the shape over here. And once I get the shape will have the type shape. I will have to, of course, import it. So this is how it goes over here. And once this thing is done, what is the next thing? Let's go to here. Go here. Let's import this particular thing. Okay, this is important. Then I'm getting duplicated shape. Once I'm getting duplicated shape, what I need to do? Const type is going to be equals to, once I'm actually getting the duplicated duplicated shape, it contains even created by and all. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Once I got duplicated shape, I have to just extract these properties. So data, color, and thickness, something like this. I will get it from duplicated shape actually, and it should be const. And not only this, from the top I need to remove this. I will need to remove it. Now what is the problem? First of all, duplicated data I do not have. I have duplicated a shape. Is this in JavaScript? Yes, this is JavaScript. You can call it a JavaScript. Well, this is there are types, so ultimately TypeScript is also added, but yeah, JavaScript, TypeScript, they are kind of the same. Just types are the extra things. So what I'm saying that I have duplicated shape that I'm actually getting. Once I'm getting the duplicated shape, I'm getting these values. Once I got these values, so I should be just using this, right? And one more thing, that they do not have the type, does not exist. That is right. So what is the type of duplicated shape is going to be? The type of duplicated shape is going to be shape. Any problem? Yes, it does have problem. What is the thing? Duplicated shape is not declared, but its value is declared. Okay, got it. Duplicated shape is assigned, but void is not assignable to shape. Void is not assignable to shape. Let's do one thing. If not duplicate shape, and I can even do this thing, I can make sure that I'm returning something from there. So duplicate shape is here, and the return value will also be a shape. Any problem? Yes, because a function whose declared is neither undefined, void, or must return a value. A function whose declared is neither type, undefined, void, or any, it must return a value. Okay, it is going to return a value. but ultimately okay, it's gonna work fine. And if it's returning here, then I'm not getting the error over here. That's great. And now I'm getting the error over here. But it's saying that property does not exist on type shape. Okay. How about shape data? Just data. Shape dot data. Crazy stuff. Selected shape. Shape will have color and all. So if I just actually say shape, so it's giving me the error, and it's saying that type does not exist on shape. Why am I even getting this type to discover? First of all, I'm getting this selected shape, and this is either has shape or undefined. That's right. So I'm checking this particular thing over here. So right now this is just a shape. Okay, I'm sending the shape to this duplicate this thing. Okay, and after that, let me comment it all. I'm commenting this whole switch statement, and I will be returning from here something. I will change the shape that I get. Ultimately shape.data will be changed. That's right. And at the end of the day, I will be returning shape. Any problem? Okay, it doesn't give me any error. Let's go back over here. What am I getting? Even if I remove this particular thing from here, what am I getting? Duplicate is assigned but never. Okay, that's okay. It has a shape type by default, and when it has a shape type by default, I can say, first of all, if not duplicated shape, in that case just simply return the value. And now duplicated shape. Okay, I wasn't using this, sorry. I had better. Come on, yeah, there was mistake, typo. That is why I was just thinking that why am I getting the error? But the thing is that there was a typo, and because of that thing I was getting the error. So what next? Let's get this thing implemented over here. I think this is gonna be better. At the end of the day, I will be removing this shape, or let's remove it right now. It doesn't really matter. I know I will get the error from there, so I will be figuring that. I'll be getting the things done there. Okay, once I got the shape, what the next thing? First of all, the key is going to be shape dot what? Shape dot type. This is going to be the key. And then what I'll be doing? I'll be doing shape dot data. It will be x plus, and then shape dot data. It will by the y coordinates will be increased by 5 pixels. So this thing is done. What is the next step? I have changed something really good. Let's keep this return statement over here. Return is going to be ultimately data. Shape. And I will be removing these break statements from here so that it doesn't really break the code. Are you sure? No, I don't need to remove it. Otherwise, if I remove the break statement, it will keep running. That thing I don't want. So this thing is done. Let's talk about circle. So shape dot data dot center x, and that's going to be plus equals to 5. I don't know whether this 5 thing is okay. Let's do one thing. Const what is that thing called? What can I name it, yaar? What can be the good name for it? If I'm adding 5 to buy, let's call it increase. Not increase, let's call it increase. What? Just take the help of the AI for naming convention. what should be the name of the variable if that is used to add some pixels to the coordinates? Pixel offset. Offset. So offset is going to be just 5 over here, and everywhere I will be just control D, I will be writing offset, so that if I need to change it, I am able to change it easily. Similarly, shape dot data dot center y going to be equals to offset, simple. And then pencil thing, let's work on pencil. So shape dot data, in pencil I have points. This is the insane thing, like now you do not have directly x and y, you have points, so you will have to go to points, and points dot what, you will have to map through the points. So points for each, then you will get a point, that point will how will I change that? Point dot x plus equals to, I don't have to return it. Even if I am returning, nothing will happen. Ultimately I want to change the value, so offset should be fine. This way, same here, but this is going to be for point of y, like this. Okay, this thing is done. Next, line, shape dot data dot line, what I have start x, so start x plus equals to y, and not wheeled, sorry, offset, there, offset shape dot data dot start y plus equals to offset, done. Text, I will have x and y inside it. Shape dot data dot, I have x plus equals to offset, and shape dot data dot y plus equals to, this will be equals to offset, done. Not shape, actually offset, done. And lastly we have ellipse, so shape dot data dot x plus equals to offset. Do we have this thing in ellipse? In ellipse we must have center dot center x, yeah, plus equals to offset, and let's paste it, and let's make it center y. Okay, so ultimately we have done this, and at the end of the day we are returning the shape from here. And once we are returning the shape, this is too long. Once we are returning the shape from here, we are actually getting the shape over here. Once we got the shape over here, we are getting the type, data, color and thickness from the shape, from the duplicated shape. Once we have that, we are actually adding that shape to the data in the database, and we are just simply getting this done like this. Let's see whether it works or not. Reload it. Circle is created, click on it, duplicate it. It does not have any color by default. Insane. No, it does have. It does have a color, but that's the pixel offset is not much, I think. Let's see. Right now the offset is going to be 10 pixel. Where is the offset? Over here. Let's make it 10 and try it out now. Get it, duplicate it. Okay, one problem. What is the problem? The problem is simple. Look, I selected this. It was here first, okay. I selected the top one, I duplicated it, the whole thing moved. That means first rectangle moved, second rectangle also moved, and now I'm getting it from here. So this is the problem. I only want the new rectangle to move, but the old rectangle is also moving. So what is now? Check it, find the bug and fix it. Duplicate shape. Yeah, I know the region. How can I do that? Okay, the thing is that when it comes to arrays, we get the reference of the arrays. That means if we are changing the value using that reference, it will change the value of the original array as well. The same thing is happening over here. I am getting the selected shape, that is great. Once I am getting the selected shape, what I am doing after getting the selected, this is the reference. Yes, this is the reference of that particular index. And once I got the selected shape, if I make any change with this, the original thing will be changed. Amazing. So what do I need to do? I got the selected shape, right? The thing that I can do here is to what can I do? I got the selected shape. Once I have the selected shape, I want to create another shape using that shape so that the values don't change. Yeah. So how can I recreate another shape? Const shape shape is equal to this and selected shape. This is my way. I'm restructuring that so that now, oh come on, yeah. Because I do not want to send the shape that I got from the array, otherwise the main shape is also changed. So first of all, I'm restructuring it so that I have a new shape, and that new data I'm sending that has no connection to the real existing shapes. Reload it. Let's delete some of the stuff first of all. Let it be here. And now I wanna keep it on the top. And when I duplicate it, the old array should not move, the new array should move. So let's duplicate it. And guess what? Just new. It's not working. Sorry. Let's reload it. Let's go with circle this time. Let's get another circle on top of that. How can I create a circle on top of that? Let's delete this one first of all. Let's delete it. Duplicate it. Okay, once it is duplicated, so it is like this. If I just duplicate it again, it moves. Ultimately, the old array moves as well. It did not work. So what can I do now? It should work, yaar. I'm getting the shape. Shape dot this, shape dot this, shape dot this, shape dot this. Changing it. Okay, then I'm returning the shape itself. Well, then what am I doing? Over here. I'm actually giving this data back. Okay, shape should be different from that. Let's see whether it is the case or not. CLG selected shape and CLG duplicated, and that's gonna be duplicated shape. This is going to be selected. Selected shape. Wanna just log some values. Okay, let's see. Okay, reload the page. Any problem? No problem as such. Let's duplicate it. Okay. Oh, Selected shape is this. Duplicated shape is this. Duplicated shape is returning me a function. Why I'm destructuring it over here? Can't I just directly return the shape? Okay, let's delete this particular part and let's have this over here. Duplicate it. Canvas context menu, duplicated shape. Oh sorry, I'm logging the wrong value. Over here it should be duplicated shape, not the function. Okay, let's try it out now. Console.log, reload the page, duplicate it. I got this value, I got that value. Now check. Data center x 449425. Great. That means the data of the original. One more thing. One more log. I am getting the selected shape. Initially, the data was that. Okay. If I reload it, it will still be like that. I'm not getting as to what's happening. Let's do one thing. I can do one thing. Ultimately, data is being changed. That is right. Data is changing. How can I make sure it does not change? Data is changing. That is for sure. When I'm duplicating, the value is being increased. That is for sure. That is happening. I want to stop it from happening. So for that thing, I am destructuring it. I am destructuring the shape. But even if I have destructured the shape still has the connection with the old one. Come here. I got the shape. Okay. This shape is this dot existing shapes dot find and all. Ultimately what? I actually need to create a new array and then do this stuff. So let's do this thing like this. This dot existing shapes, then find the ID, then send it, and now I should not be getting this here. Hope so. Reload the page. First of all, let's remove this particular part from here. Let's keep it here. Actually here. Let's duplicate it, and now come on. I'm creating all together a new array over here. Then I'm finding inside that array. Got it. That means the real value should not be changed. Shape. I'm returning the shape from here. Okay. I can even create a new instance of the shape like this. and like new object by destructuring the thing and all. But this referencing things makes the things crazy. Then I'm getting the shape over here. Of course, this shape, I'm then getting the shape, just the shape again, sending that only, changing the value of that only. Data that has that reference, that still has that reference. Oh yeah, I think that could be the reason. Let's see first of all whether it works or not. Okay, maybe data has that reference. Data still has that reference. Yes, it does have. And because it has that reference, whenever I change the value, it's happening. So I think what the reason could be behind this is going to be selected shape first of all. Oh, come on, yaar. Let's do it like this. The reason behind this thing is that the array that I have that has the same reference. So what can I do? I can go to my canvas painter. When I'm actually returning the value over here, I'm returning the shape. That is okay. I created the new shape. That is also great. I can get the shape like this only. That's not even a problem. It should work fine. I'm getting the shape, right? I got the shape. Then what I'm saying, I'm returning the shape from here. That is great. What all I need to return in the shape? I need to return the shape dot type. If the is a shape, that would have a type. But first of all, I need to return the type. I need to return the data. I need to return the color, and I need to return the thickness. These are the things that I need to return from here. Type is going to be what? Type is going to be, I'm creating a new object. Even I don't want to send the shape, but this should not be problematic. But let's make it like this. Let's see whether it works or not. So shape is shape dot type, something like this. Even I can make it like this. Let's keep the values here. Let's get all these things from shape. So const type, data, color, and thickness. I will get all these things from shape. The spelling is wrong over here. There should be like thickness, thick, thickness, something like this. Okay, right now what I want, first of all, I am creating altogether a new object. That is great. And then this data still has the same reference. So what will I be doing? Data is going to be, I will be destructuring the data, something like this. Data as shape data, and then I will be destructuring that shape data. Why am I what is the next thing? Shape data, this is an object. Is that so? I have I'm getting type, I'm getting data as the data. Okay, that's right. What is the problem? Array data, circle data, pencil data. This data must have a symbol iterator method that returns an it. There. Gonna stress a little bit. It needs to have an iterator. That means we can destructure something using an iterator. So Same issue, same issue, same issue. What does this mean, by the way? I've never got this thing. Let's check this thing out. What does this error mean? Okay, let's forget about that. Let's cancel it. The TypeScript error means you are trying to iterate over a shape or destructure it like array, but shape is a union of objects, right, that do not implement a symbol iterator, so they are not iterable. Okay, doing for const s for shape, where shape is a single object, not an array. Yeah, doing doing for const s of shape, doing array destructuring const xy shape, passing shape to something. Okay, how can I fix it, man? If you meant a single shape, remove the loop destructuring and access the properties directly. Shape dot. If you meant a list of shapes, can change the type shape. The thing is that I don't know about this error. I got it for the first time, so I gotta check it out properly. The error happens because shape.data is not always an array. That is right. Shape.data is not always an array. That is absolutely right. Data can be shape.data xy. That's true. It's not always an array, iterable, but you are trying to spread. Okay. How can I fix this? Okay. But this method is not gonna work. Can work. Am I going to make an array? I'll have to change the whole database for that. If I actually make an array, so I will be able to destructure that. Yes. Points. Okay, those points have that sense. Let's try to do this thing right now. If this gets resolved, I will be going with this method. But for now, as even for this data, this will be a data, shape data, like this. Then when I'm sending the data over here, I'm getting it, and I need to use this particular thing over here. What is the problem? Duplicate shape. It needs to use this, but shape contains what? Shape contains this, shape contains ID, shape contains color. Typewriter is not assignable to type this. Okay. I've got away. Okay, this is gonna be just like that. I'm not gonna change anything else. I'm just returning shape from here. Easy. Okay, once I'm returning shape from here, let's get the values separately. Over here, inside this, what is happening? The values are being changed. They should not change. They should never change. duplicate shape. I'm simply duplicating and getting this value. Let's go here. Over here I'm getting the shape. Okay, first of all let's do one thing. Let's make it yes, and const shape is equal to restructure the shape. Done. Restructure yes. Okay, then got it. Now I'm converting this. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is not fine. What I need to do? Const again shape dot data dot points. I have to create new points. Yeah. Const data points is equal to shape dot data dot points. Easy. And it's going to be like this, but these points are going to be. Hi, how are you, brother? Suyash, is that the name? Okay, so I'm restructuring it. Why am I restructuring it? Because I do not want to have that previous reference. Okay, so once I'm actually changing it, I'm changing the value of point and that point x and y, that is okay. Once the value of point changed, what will happen? What the next thing I want to do is shape dot data dot points is equal to points, something like this, and then the same thing will be going. I hope the results it will be solved. I don't know. Let's see. Two things. कहाँ से हो ब्रो? मध्य प्रदेश है. आप कहाँ से हो? डुप्लीकेट. ओके, बहुत सॉल्व कर लिया एरर को. नाउ आई नीड टू टेक द हेल्प ऑफ एआई. टू मच यार. I'm unable to duplicate it properly. The main shape is also getting changed. What is the problem with this? I need to figure this thing out. Let's do it. First of all, let's roll back. Nothing is working. I tried my all. I've given my all. So here, this is something that we are doing. Then types.tools not needed. Tool don't need it. आपने AIML किया है क्या? कर रहे हैं दोस्त. ज़्यादा समय तो उसके लिए मिलता नहीं है. 2-3 घंटे जरूर देंगे. कर रहे हैं. अभी तो शुरू ही किए हैं. खैर पाइथन सीख रहे हैं. पाइथन सीखने के बाद AIML करना है. तो बस प्लान है करने का. अब इसे देखते हैं ये एरर क्यों मिल रही है मुझे बार बार. सबसे पहले मैं इसको यूज कर रहा हूँ. अब AI को सिंपली कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं. आई होप फिगर आउट करेगा प्रॉब्लम को. दिस इज द मेथड फ्रॉम द क्लास. देन आफ्टर दैट व्हाट? आफ्टर दैट अगर एक बार मैंने इसको कर लिया देन हमें इधर चलना है. कैनवस कॉन्टेक्स्ट मेन्यू. This is the duplicate code, duplication code. This is easily understand. And then at last I have a shape. Yeah, this thing. Control C. And this is something I'm giving it. Okay, the problem is, why does the coordinates of the main shape get changed? I have given my all actually. I've been solving it like for half an hour. The original shape's coordinates change because duplicate shape mutates the same object reference you passed in instead of working on a copy. That is what I got the idea, but I wasn't getting it to solve it. So what is happening? Get a selected shape returns a shape. Get a selected shape returns a shape object that comes directly from the existing shapes. In handle duplication shape, you do canvas painter get selected shape. I got the selected shape. Duplicated shape is equal to duplicate shape selected shape. Yeah, so inside duplicated shape you do start x this offset. This modified the shape in place, and since shape is the same object as the selected shape and that is the same object that is stored in the existing shapes, the original also is also updated. How to fix it? Let's go ahead with this. Deep clone. Adjust based on your actual shape structure. Clone shape. We are we are stringifying it, then we are parsing it. In this way the reference goes away. The reference was the problem, right? So this thing we have done, we have first of all stringifying the data, the reference gone, then we are parsing the data, we got the data back, and then we are playing with the data. Alternatively, there's another way that I can do the same thing over here as well. Lovely, amazing, really amazing. And let's get this thing done. Here when I'm actually sending it, I'm returning the shape. So what I have to do, I have to do json.parse and json.stringify at both the things at the same time, something like this. And this is going to be resolve the issue. One of the best things ever. Let's try it now. Thanks to the AI, solved my problem just in one go. Duplicate it. Getting it. Amazing thing. What is happening over here? Let's try it out. I am drawing an ellipse. I've drawn a circle. I've drawn a rectangle. I've drawn a simple line. I've drawn pencil. I've drawn a simple line, and I have written some text as well. Hello there. What is the best thing of it? First of all, you can move the things here and there. So if you wanna customize them the way you want. And in case you want double, right click, duplicate. I got one. Right click, duplicate. Right click, duplicate. Right click and duplicate. Right click, duplicate. Right click, duplicate. So I got the duplicated text values as well. So this is how we are actually going ahead. This is crazy, but okay, let it be here. This duplicated value we got here, this value we got here, this value we got here. Ultimately we are able to do it. Amazing stuff. The only thing was the reference was the problem, and I knew reference was the problem. The only thing was that I did not have the idea how to solve that. AI helped us solve that, and I really thank AI for that. Okay, let's delete everything from here. And one more thing, when I should click Ctrl D, when I click Ctrl D, at that time, once I selected this, and if I'm like selecting delete, it should get deleted. Right now I have to click delete, duplicate and all. What I want that as soon as I selected this, if I click delete, it should get deleted. If I say click Ctrl D, it should be duplicated. I will be implementing it later on, but not now. Let's delete it now. What is the next functionality that we want to implement? The next functionality is zoom in and zoom out functionality. That means I should be able to zoom my page, I should be able to zoom in, and I should be able to zoom out. I will be implementing that within 3 minutes. Let me take a break for 3 minutes. I'll be back and then I'll continue from here on. We'll be working on zooming and zoom out functionality. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Hello everybody, here we are back. Sorry, I took a little more time. That was my bad, but let's continue. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead, and this thing got done. We will be working on zoom in and zoom out. So, how to zoom in and zoom out the canvas. and HTML5 canvas zooming. Okay, let's go through it. Is there any easy way how to zoom in? ctext.scale to by the double size of the anything. Scale 1.0, scale multiplier 0 by 8, start offset plus scale. Context and scale it. Will it work? Will the scale property work? Okay, let's try this thing. I have the shapes over here. I have this shape over here. Okay, and now I want to zoom it. Let's go to the canvas where I am getting the context of that. Getting the CTX over here. CTX dot scale. This dot CTX dot scale. What all do I need? Okay, not bad. Let's remove it from here. Let's get the canvas scale. X scaling factor in the horizontal direction, navigating value place the pixel across the vertical axis. Scale 1 by 1. This dot CTX dot scale 1 by 1. Can't I keep it directly? No, you can't. Keep it inside the constructor. Let's check how it works. So I'm here right now. Reload the page. It looks like this. Let's make it 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 10 by 10. Let's just make it 5 by 5. Reload the page. Let's make it 3 by 3. Not visible. Really? Yeah. Let's make it 1 by 1. Okay, and right now it's visible. If I actually make it 1 by 1 and 1 by 1, okay, it's working. Scale property is working. Amazing. So using scale we can zoom in and zoom out, and how much we have to zoom in and zoom out, that is something that we have to plan. That means this scale thing is gonna work fine. Let's reload the page and it will be smaller again. Scale is working fine. How we can use scale property for zooming and zooming out? Amazing. Thank you. Okay, so scale is used for zooming and zoom out. That is great. And I can say margin. Okay, these things are all right. Ultimately, this is where I will be saving the value of the scale. And what are the values that I am getting by default? I am setting here by default. Scale is 1.0 to 100. Okay, scale will keep increasing. 1.0 is kind of 1% or something, and then scale multiplier is 0.8, which means it will be increasing it by 0.8. and start drag offset is this. Okay, forget about this one. These two things seem to be important. Once this thing is done, then whenever I click plus, what happens? Scale is equal to scale multiplier. So I have one scale. I'm dividing it by then what I'm doing, I'm giving it the scale, I'm giving the translate position. Insane. So over here it gets two things. It gets the translate position, and this translate positions are the starting points, like where should it actually start scaling, right? Context translate, what does this do? Canvas scale, canvas translate, translate method, translate x and y. Okay. It simply translate horizontally and vertically. Yeah, it does that. The thing is that it starts translating. That's great. And what I'm saying over here, that you have to translate x position and you have to translate y position. Where am I getting these positions from? Translate positions over here. I'm getting these translate positions by using canvas width and canvas height. I'm getting the half of that, and that is the translate position. Really? Okay. And when I'm actually giving it the translate position, it translate to that particular position. Context translate. So whenever I'm drawing, it translates to that particular position in the center. That is what I don't want actually. I just want to scale it, as simple as that. Okay, one more thing. How can I scale my canvas view here? I add zoom in, zoom out. Okay, let's check this thing out now. Looking for the best one. To add zoom in and zoom out functionality to your HTML canvas drawing app, use the Canvas 2D API set transform method to apply a scale and translate a matrix to your context before redrawing shapes. Track a viewport transform object scale XY. Okay. Properties: reset the transform with a ctx transform 00 this and clear the canvas is render. Then apply ctx dot set transform this before drawing your existing shapes. So yeah. Really? So update zooming and then wheel. Clamp scale 01 to 05 for usability converter. Client coordinates to canvas space. Render integration render. Okay, let's do it. Only by doing it we'll understand. So let's try let's start working on this and then see how the things go on. First of all, let's learn about set transform, what it does. Set transform. Do I have here set transform? Set transform. Okay. It tests A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. A, the cell in the first row and the first column. I wrote it really well. Well, these things are okay. Well, they are not well described over here. So let's do the. I mean, they have been described. It's hard to understand. So I will be taking the help of canvas and over here. Can just write canvas over here. Canvas, not canvas. Canvas. Once I got the canvas, W3 school, click on it. Then what I want, what is that? Set a transform canvas method over here. Just check this thing out. Set transform. It's even not gonna be. I made a note earlier, so let's use that notes. Let's open with the VS Code. And I had learnt about canvas somewhere over here. Set transform ultimately. Where is that? Here it is. Transformations, and what else? Draw image, shadow, fill style. I don't need that. Let's talk about this. So when it comes to transformations, so ultimately these are the things I have in transformations. Scale. Okay, let's uncomment everything and let's have a look at the things now. From the beginning, the first thing, when transformations, there is something called translate, rotate, scale, transform. Set transform in that. I wanna check the first of all. Translate does nothing but simply translate it in x horizontally and vertically. Simply rotates is easy peasy. Rotate. After that I have scale. It simply scales it. Great. Then I have something called transform, and there are two things. There is just transform. and it takes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, not J. So A is horizontal scaling. Horizontally, how much you wanna scale? C is vertical skewing. Okay, I don't wanna skew it. Just I wanna keep it 0. E is horizontal moving. I wanna move it horizontally. Okay, so scale, skew, and translate ultimately. And B is horizontal skewing. Okay, then vertical scaling, and then vertical moving. That's great. And then let's talk about set. Don't I have set transform? Set transform and reset transform, they are almost the same. That means first of all I had transformed, and then after that I reset the transform, and then I transformed it again, something like this. Or set transform is going to do the job directly. Ultimately, if you are using transform, so you will have to reset that, and then you will have to give it the values. Or when you are using set transform, it will do both the steps at the same time. Great job, we have gone through this now. And what is the next thing? Let's create a class over here. Constructor init point handlers. This is going to be this dot canvas, if I'm not wrong. I have to just send an event, and that event will be on the canvas, if I'm not wrong. Even let's check this thing out. What is the name of this? It's update zooming. Okay, I have to take care of it. Update zooming, where am I calling it? Renders transform 0, 0. Yes, it's gonna be like 1 by 1. Okay, clear the canvas, clearing the canvas. ctx set transform viewport transform dot scale, viewport transform dot scale 0, 0, viewport transform scale. Tell me everything. Ultimately, first of all, I have to add a whale. This time when I just use my whale, it scrolls the page, right? But it does the same here. Interesting. Rectangle, getting the rectangle, getting the x and y, that's okay. And after that, what I'm doing, old scale viewport, viewport dot scale multiplied by 1 minus a dot y, while up zoom in this code math viewport scale limit 10% to 100%. Move viewport so mouse stays in the same spot. Factor viewport scale. It's a render, draw immediately. While up zooms in, get cursor while zoom. Fix mouse drawing, important. Get world mouse. Correct canvas boundings. World position, get world mouse. Add a viewport object. First of all, I have to add a viewport object. Then update render with the two set transform lines. Add a wheel listener. Test scroll mouse wheel canvas on everything. Canvas, everything goes smoothly. Guess what? First of all, of course, I'm going to take the help of AI to learn this thing exactly how this thing is implemented, because I'm doing it for the first time. And my plan is to simply recreate it. So when I'm gonna work on recreating this thing, so I'll be doing it on my own. As simple as that. But it's not like taking the help of directly with everything. It's just simply like knowing the way to do it, and then remaining things I will do. It's like that. It's like wherever you zoom, it zooms from there. Yeah. So ultimately, you need to zoom wherever your cursor is right now, right? It's gonna be going on like this. So what can I do for doing this, for achieving this particular thing? 1 2 3 4, get on the dance floor. Come on, let's start it. First of all, we have to set a viewport. Let's go to the top, because without viewport nothing will happen. So I'm going to set a viewport, private viewport. That's going to be scale, like what is the current scale going to be, and like the current scale is going to be 1, and then I have to check the x and y coordinates as well. Like if I, just the same way we are doing here, if I zoom from this side, it zooms like this. If I zoom is from the bottom, it zooms like this. So ultimately I have to take care of the coordinates, like where my mouse is actually right now. So this thing is something that I need to keep in my mind too. So this thing ultimately, what is this number? That's not gonna be a number. I can give a type right here. So let's make them 0. So it's gonna be like this. What is the next thing? First of all, I'm setting the viewport, create this object. Okay, and after that, every time you draw your main render or draw function, do this first. So whenever I'm drawing it, I'm setting the transform to 1. 1 is the base, and on top of that I will be going ahead. Is that clear? That means whenever I am actually drawing it here, render, then where is that render shape? Whenever I'm actually rendering my shape, I'm rendering rect, circle, pencil, line, text, ellipse, whatever. Whenever I'm rendering that, rect, circle, pencil, line, text, ellipse, I hope I covered everything. Yeah, so whenever I'm rendering them, I need to set transform to 1. First of all, scale should be 1. This is the first thing, and then I have to clear the canvas, that is for sure. So this thing is done. Render shape, if I actually go to clear canvas, I'm clearing the canvas and then calling it highlight shape. Whenever I clear the canvas, whatever you do, you clear the canvas first and then you highlight the shape. This is mainly used for highlighting the shape. Highlight shape will itself call the render, right? So ultimately, whenever you highlight the shape, clear the canvas ultimately. Even we can make it 0 over there. That's right. Highlight the shape. What am I using over here? Over here, I'm getting this existing shapes. I'm checking with the highlight shape is just the render, yaar. I'm just checking whether that is the ID selected or not, and that's it. So ultimately, I'm rendering it. So instead of doing this stuff over here, why not delete this thing? Why do I have this extra thing over here? Simple. And when I'm rendering it, and even clear canvas, why do I need clear canvas when I have render shape? I'm getting this much done over here. Ultimately, render shape only renders. Yes. let's paste it here, that something that I copied from there. And it's getting called for each of them separately. So let's do one thing, Control X, and instead of using this I will be using this. Any problem as such? But this way it becomes bigger, bigger in the sense rect, circle, pencil, line, text, ellipse. Okay, so over there what I'm doing, color I'm getting from there, that's great. Existing shapes, I'm getting all the existing, and then I'm getting the shapes. I'm checking the ID, whether the ID is equal or not. Ultimately I need to pass it the selected ID as well, that is true. This dot selected ID, I don't need to pass it, it already exists. Then I'm giving it a render. So I need to add the value, not even this actually. Let me fix it by doing something. What is the problem right here? Okay, can I remove it? Will it be okay then? Seems to be. How about this? Just a minute. I want to remove this statement from here. Ultimately this thing, if I remove this thing, I need to remove this thing, and this thing is okay, right? So ultimately I'm rendering all the shapes over here. That's great, you are rendering. One thing, on which basis am I going to be giving the color, selecting the color? The selected thickness and selected color is already on the top, so I don't even need to pass it in that case. Just shape and this much is enough. Okay, what is the next problem? The next problem is that how will I decide whether this should be the color or this should be the color? Stroke style, great. I already have a selected color, I already have a selected thickness, that is on the top, that is right. But the thing is that I need to check if the shape is selected, I will be using this or I will be using that. Easy? Yeah. So let's do one thing. Over here, instead of using this thing in here, what I'll be checking, the shape that I am getting, if shape.id triple equals to this dot selected shape ID, this one, if that's equals to selected shape ID, in that case I will be using selected color, otherwise I will be using shape dot color. Any problem? No problem as such. Same I will be doing with this thing. When it comes to thickness, if that is right. I mean, whatever I'm following, that is, I'm just thinking of another way. CTX shape ID. Okay, never mind. Yep, this dot selected shape ID. Just a sec. Okay, let's continue from here on. So I wanna check the line width. Line width is going to be equals to shape dot ID. If that's equals to this dot selected sorry, so selected shape ID in that case, this dot selected shape ID should be this dot selected thickness selected thickness, line thickness, and otherwise it would be shape dot thickness. Any problem? No problem as such, but again this is too much, so many lines. How can I make it shorter? If you want to make it shorter, use if condition. If this dot not that, yeah, shape dot id triple equals to this dot selected shape id. In that case, do this, else do this, something like this. Interesting. And it's a little bit more readable, something like that. Okay, it's like this. Don't really getting any way shorter, like don't get any shorter than this. But okay, short stroke style, line width like this, else like this. That is it. I'm doing this. Ultimately, I'm rendering the shape. So what I was doing that. What am I doing over here? Let's call render shape. This dot render shape. I was calling highlight shape and getting so many things done in the wrong way, so that is why I just chose this one. Over here I will be getting the CTX context. I don't need to provide anything over here right now. I don't need any one of these things, so it's gonna be like this. By the way, I should not be getting error. Guess what, I am getting the error. So this dot CTX, and similarly over here this dot CTX, and apart from this particular thing, am I getting errors? Many. This dot CTX, and then this dot CTX, then this dot CTX, then this dot CTX, selected color, fill style. When I'm filling the style, at that time what I'm going to be using selected color, but that is not being defined here. So let's do one thing. Let selected color and selected thickness, something like this. And then in here I will not be setting this, rather I will be just not, come on yaar, just do this. Selected color is going to be this, and selected thickness is going to be this, selected a thickness, okay, is assigned but value is never read. Let's copy and paste the thing, control C and replace it, control C and replace it. Then what? Replace it, I said. Okay, then this thing got done. Then what do I need to do? This dot ctx dot stroke style is gonna be selected color, simple. And this dot ctx, oh, wow, the girl next, what the hell? This means the girl next door. This is the font size of Google, sorry. This dot ctx dot this dot ctx dot what? This dot ctx dot line width, and that's gonna be selected line width, selected line width, line thickness. So this thing is done. What is the problem over here? Selected thickness. So this thing I am getting done. I'm selecting them over here. Yeah, that is right. Let's go here. Right now, first of all, this should be selected color, otherwise I don't even need to do it. It is by default. So selected color. Yeah. If selected color is already being defined over there, so that is okay. And this thing is great. And then this. Any problem now? No problem as such. More errors, maybe one error I'm getting here in one of these things. Pointer up, pointer down. This dot highlighter shape, this time I have to render the shape. Render the shape, okay. Okay, there are no errors as such. Let's go to the top. What is the use of even using clear canvas? Clear canvas clears the canvas and then renders it. That is the main use of using that. It's clear that a rendering shape will only render, but clear canvas actually clears it. So that is the main difference. Okay, let's check this thing out now. What to check? We made this clear canvas, render shape, init pointer handlers, up, down, draw stroke. So then what were we working on? We made that. Then render should set transform to this. Let's go to clear canvas. And over here, initially, this dot, whenever I'm clearing the canvas, the same should happen there as well. Let's move this thing inside this render shape. Whenever I'm rendering the shape, first of all, I'm ensuring that canvas is clear, and then I'm going ahead. That means I don't even need to have this. If I actually remove this, then I will start getting the error. And let's use render shape wherever I have used a clear canvas. So many places actually. Clear canvas. So once I got the existing shapes, render the shape, easy. Then render shape is here itself. Then render shape, or I can do one thing, control V, control F actually, clear canvas, wherever I'm getting clear canvas. Control F. I have to replace it with the render shape, and that is going to be for all. Easy. I hope so. Do I get the errors? Do I have the errors right now? I don't. That's great. Let's check whether it works or not. Reload it. I started moving it here and there. First of all, let me draw something. I am able to draw. Let me duplicate it. I am able to duplicate. Let me delete it. I am able to delete. Let me delete this. Delete this. Is this working fine? Yeah, this is working fine. Is this working fine? Yeah. Well. I'm not able to delete it. Why? Now I'm able to delete it. What happened when I drew it for the first time? Oh. When I drew it for the first time, something. There's something that I'm missing. Okay, never mind. I'll fix it. Then this. Delete it. Text. Okay. Move it. Delete it. Okay, I'm able to select it now. When I render it happens, when I draw it, that means when the move happens. Mouse move. Then there's something wrong. Let's go to mouse move, pointer move, whatever you call that. This is already here. When I'm moving it, what am I doing over here? When it's mainly about pencil. So when it comes to pencil, I'm getting the last shape. I'm adding it there, and then I'm calling this dot render shape. That's great. The question is, why am I not able to select that? I'm able to draw the pencil, it works fine. Line width and white height, it's gonna be this much. I'm rendering the shape whenever this is moving, and then I'm rendering the shape whenever this thing is happening, and both the things are working fine. When I right click, it doesn't matter what I can. When I click on the pencil, it does not get highlighted. That means selected shape is the not when set. Okay. If I reload the page, it works. Directly it does not work. Why? I think I should be leaving it for tomorrow. Right now it's too much. Even as for this thing, I will be getting started from here on. So I've done enough right now. I will be continuing with this stuff tomorrow. Well, there's only one issue, that when you draw the pencil, you are unable to select that, then that doesn't move. So we will be fixing this, not a problem. And this is how we'll be going at. What next, by the way? Interesting thing. The next thing is I will be learning about Docker and all, because I was stuck there. Then the Next.js, I will learn something or the other about Next.js, and we have to rebuild the same application too. After Next.js, mainly Python is gonna come. So let's see what all is gonna happen. We have given around 3.5 an hour. That's more than enough for this project, and now we'll be giving more time tomorrow. That was it today. I wanna learn next, yes, because I wanna rebuild this project, and when I'm rebuilding it again, at that time I want to make it the best. This is the first time that I'm actually making it. The next time, whenever I'll make, it will take less time first of all, because things will already be clear. And the second thing is that I will be able to make it the best way possible, because I will know Next.js by then. It's like that. So that was it for now. I'm gonna be catching up just after 20 minutes. Until then, take care, and I'm gonna be catching up soon. Bye bye.